All right, so here's a question. Should athletes get involved in politics? Yes. Hundreds of millionaire athletes of minority demos are sitting at home doing nothing right now during COVID 19. Should they be rallying young voters to register and vote? Yes. I will expound. Um, no, I think, over the last 10 years, 20 years, there have been a lot of people who have chimed in against this idea that professional athletes or entertainers or celebrities should be involved in politics. And I think it's out of jealousy. Um, because when you take a look at what usually happens is, you know, those sorts of celebrities that I just named off, typically they support Democrats. So the resistance that celebrities and professional athletes and musicians and entertainers get are from Republicans because they obviously understand how powerful the platform is for those people. And I think what is interesting to me when I look at celebrities and professional athletes and their relation to politics is it always comes down to whether or not the candidate is somebody that they can kind of rally behind. So, if you look at a guy like Barack Obama, other than the fact that he was, you know, part black, he was somebody who, when he spoke, people stopped to listen. He was a transformational figure that was super easy to rally behind. And, obviously African Americans, gravitated towards, not only his ability to speak, but also, obviously the color of his skin. He was different. He represented progress. He represented hope. Now, what you don't see is, celebrities or professional athletes, get behind, traditional old white politicians because I think to sound like a millennial, they don't represent their brand, which is funny, right? Because I worked within the social influencer space, and when I would reach out to a social influencer, which a professional athlete or any sort of celebrity is, the one thing that they would think about is whether or not that brand fit within their own personal social media brand. And I think that's appropriate for the discussion that we're having now. You know, is a professional athlete going to rally the troops for a candidate that they can't get behind? No, they're not. Will a professional athlete take on criticism to support a political candidate that they're super stoked about? Certainly. I think, as I get older and professional athletes get younger, I think the difference is professional athletes that are entering the league now were born into a world where social media was there the first time they got a smartphone. So young professional athletes are, super capable of getting involved in any sort of activity if they want to, and that includes politics. And you know, we're in a weird time now where professional sports and even college sports, they're on hold. You know, players aren't playing because of COVID-19. And you would think that there would be a couple candidates who were running for public office, um, that would gain some sort of interest from professional athletes, entertainers, social media celebrities. You would think so, just out of boredom. And I'm going to be super honest with you. I mean, if there's anybody out there, um, who has a platform and you're interested in having a conversation with me, about politics, about you know what I stand for, about the issues that I'm focused on, or even from a strategic perspective of, hey, how do you run for public office? Yeah, like I would be foolish to be like, oh no, no, you should not participate in politics because you're famous. No, are you kidding me? I mean, when I ran in 2018, I was aware that in order to win, I need help. And the more people that support me with a platform, the better chances I have to win. Like the way that I've always looked at it, and this is kind of getting a little bit far away from the original question of whether or not professional athletes should participate in politics. I understood the power of platform and the power of celebrity voice, even in the realm of politics, when I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to run in 2018, and if I were to run, how would I do it, and how would I make up for my lack of cash available to run a campaign, um, and how to supplement that, competitive disadvantage that I was facing. So I was looking at professional athletes and entertainers and social media influencers and trying to connect on a human level. So yeah, do I think professional athletes and anybody with a platform should participate in politics and attempt to get their fans and followers stoked about politics? Sure. But I'm also realistic because I'm a voter, and if a professional athlete tried to get me stoked on a lame candidate, I'd be like, yo, you're whack, man. Like, your candidate's whack. um, so yeah, I think I think all Americans should participate in the American process of voting, but I'm also realistic about the number of quality candidates that people have to choose from and to listen to. And what I'm trying to do with this run in 2020 is like be approachable, like be listenable. Be somebody who you know you want to reach out and have a conversation with me. And to me, that's political participation. In a way that you can use that conversation, that real social interaction, in a way where it's like, yo, this dude's legit. This dude is somebody that with a personal brand myself, I can support and endorse. Which yes, I need that. So LeBron James, um, you know, Brad Pitt, Leo, you know, all the Victoria's Secret models with millions of followers. Yeah, get involved. Get involved in 2020 politics. Um, because like if there's candidate zero that we can say, oh, it worked. If it worked in 2020, if what we're doing now we can prove it to be successful, well then we can duplicate it in 2022 with 5 more candidates, 10 more candidates, and I feel like the more people we have engaged, um, the more inspiring we can be together to have other candidates, show up and run for public office in the very near future. So yes, if you are a professional athlete or a celebrity or somebody with a substantial platform, yes, get involved in politics. Call me.